Hello everyone. Please make sure that you print out the student course guide as soon as possible. All of our efforts in learning will be centered around and scheduled by the student course guide, so make sure you read this document over very carefully each week. You can find this text under course materials under the left-hand navigation bar at the bottom of the page in PDF format. Please remember to click on and read the discussion forum grading rubric found at the top of the page for discussion questions 1 and 2. They will be what will be used to grade your assignment. As a heads up, the participation category, which is 20% of your grade for the discussion assignments, addresses your peer responses. The remaining 4 categories, critical thinking, content and subject knowledge, coherence and organization, and mechanics, constitute 80% of your grade and are determined by your initial response. For the post your introduction assignment, remember that the initial post is due by the end of Tuesday night, day 1, and that 3 peer responses are due by the end of Monday, day 7. For discussion question 1, the tragedy of the commons, directions for the initial post for your assignment are the following. First, in your initial post of at least 200 words, describe one of the scenarios you brainstormed concerning the tragedy of the commons. Second, discuss some of the potential political problems for governments to resolve that this tragedy would produce. And third, explain how the scenario is a conflict between the ideal and the real. The initial post is due by the end of day 3 Thursday, while 2 peer responses are due day 7, which is next Monday. For discussion question 2, movie time, making government work, the directions for the initial post are the following. First, what issues concerning security and anarchy were discussed and revealed in the film? Second, can you describe a power relationship between government and citizens in the film? And third, can you discuss one collective action by the people and/or government in the film? Once again, the initial post is due by the end of day 3, Thursday, while 2 peer responses are due day 7, next Monday. For the first assignment, in your essay of at least 600 words, draw connections from the Sedition Act of 1798 to the concepts of governmental control discussed this week in your course text, A Novel Approach to Politics by Van Bell. First, describe the Sedition Act of 1798, which is available online via the Library of Congress. Next, describe how the Sedition Act of 1798 enhanced government control over U.S. citizens. And last, explain how atomization, peer policing, and preference falsification techniques, all of which are discussed in Van Bell's A Novel Approach to Politics, were utilized in the Sedition Act of 1798. Now, among other things, this assignment must be at least 600 words, not including the title page and not including the reference pages, and it must be formatted according to APA style as outlined in the APA Essay Checklist for Scholars. You must use at least 3 appropriate sources, including the Sedition Act of 1798, the course text, and any of the required or recommended resources for this week. You can also include additional resources found on the Ashford University Library website. The scholarly, peer-reviewed, and other credible sources table offers additional guidance on appropriate source types. You must also document all sources in APA style as outlined in the in-text citation guide. There must also be an introductory paragraph with a succinct thesis statement, as well as a conclusion that summarizes the main points and restates the thesis. Finally, you must include a separate reference page that is formatted according to APA style as outlined in the APA references list. You should also carefully review the grading rubric for the criteria that will be used to evaluate your assignment. Finally, please do not forget to complete the Week 1 quiz by the end of Week 1. Thank you and good luck, and if you have any questions, please let me know.